This eclipse season is going to bring about powerful change. Before you, there are 3 piles to choose from representing 3 different collectives. I've chosen the moon card as we're going into eclipse season, and gaze upon the 3 different moons from 3 different decks. I'm going to be using the Todd Alcott decks. This one is the Sci-Fi Tarot. This one is the Horror Tarot. And this one is the Pulp Tarot. Now, whichever group draws you in, you can head down to the description where you will find the timestamps to take you to your reading. Pause this video if you need to, and I will see you at your reading. Hello, Group 1. In this reading, we are going to be looking through this eclipse season. We're going to see what themes are going to be coming up. We're going to be looking at any challenges or blocks that need to be released or will be challenged to be released during this eclipse season. We're looking at September of 2025. However, this reading can be for any future eclipse seasons. We always have them every year, so take what resonates. I don't go by astrology for my readings, so this isn't tied into that. So this will be for whoever needs to see it at any specific time during eclipse season. All right, so you have chosen the Sci-Fi Tarot deck. I'm going to put the moon card back, and we are going to start with the theme. Okay, so there's a few tarot decks or oracle decks that I've brought out to look at what themes that you will be working with this eclipse season. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take 3. Well, 4 wanted to come out. I'm going to look at all of these in the book and get your theme for this month, okay? Okay. Well, my dear pile 1, eclipse season is going to shake you up in all the best ways, okay? So this one is Earth Angel. This one is Freedom. This one is Rewards and Reflections. So all right off the bat, I heard you're being pushed out of the nest. Okay, you're getting pushed out of the nest, out of your safe space, out of your comfort zone. And that is so you can do the mission that you came here to do. It's time for you to get out of your shell. It's time for you to come out of hermit mode. It's time for you to step into your power. It's time for you to be brave and do what you need to do. Now, with reflections coming up, here's kind of an extra card, and it was upside down. I think that you have been doing enough reflecting. Now it's time to move on. It's time to take action. Your blocks are around taking action. And so the themes around this month are going to be pushing you into action in any way, shape, or form. So let's take a look now at this oracle deck. See more about the themes for group 1 here. You have a mission, okay? This first one, Earth Angel, this is about you having a higher spiritual mission that it's time for you to do it now. It's time for you to kind of get off the couch and out in the world. And it's not that you're lazy. It's more like you've been in protecting yourself because you've felt overwhelmed. And so now it's time to go forward. And when we have been in our little safe bubbles for a long time, it can be really hard to kind of get back out there. You feel vulnerable. So, this one flipped over. We have luck, money. So yeah, in order to achieve the things that you want to achieve, if you're trying to manifest that big goal for yourself, you have to act. Now is the time to act. You can't be thinking about it or reflecting about what's happened or what hasn't happened, or it's time to come out of your shell now. Okay, so let's take a further look what the universe has in store for you or this eclipse season. Romance, sweetness, that's beautiful. Maybe you haven't been dating for a long time, some of you. Maybe you've kind of just taken yourself off the market, so to speak, and you're just not interested. But now it's time to put yourself back out there and see what comes, because it's time. I get the sense it's time now. It's time to lift off. It's time to spread your wings and fly. It's time for you to just it might feel like your wings might feel cranky. They might not have strength at first, but you build it, okay? Scales, justice, documents. Could be that you're getting divorced, you're signing some papers, releasing you. Could be getting out of a contract, into a contract. So there could be a new contract coming your way. I feel like things are going to be working in your favor. There's going to be I think a lot of this has to do with getting paperwork in order to get this started with what you need to do. So if you're wanting to start a new business, for example, you need to register your name, you need to register your business, you need to register a bank account for your business, all the little things that you got to do, that your documents in order to get your business running, right? And if you are, say, you want to go back out into the world, you want to look at what the different ways that you want to meet people. How do you want to do that? Do you want to go on a website? What are the, limitations around that? Are you still in a relationship with somebody? Are you finalizing those paperwork? Are you, finalizing a paperwork to move to a different city, living in a new apartment, living in a lease? So it's a lot about getting things in order, but you're going to be feeling good. With romance and sweetness, this is a really beautiful month for you. It really is. You might have your challenges, but I feel like you're really being pushed out of the nest and into something good. So it might feel overwhelming, but it's actually really, really lovely. Scarab, nourishment, transformation. You're going through a big transformation, and I can feel like you've been probably hiding a little bit in your hermit mode, and now you're being asked to step out into the world and make that move. Old woman, sadness, female. Maybe some of you might be, moon cycles and changes. This is going to be a very pivotal time for you. Maybe some of you have been having to care for somebody who's been sick for a long time. I get the sense of somebody who's been feels older than they are from illness. It could be that you've had a chronic illness for a long time, and now you're starting to feel better this month, and you can finally get things going. It might, justice documents might also be test results coming back that tell you how to do it. There's a big theme here around you feeling good, about you bringing the sweetness and happiness back in your life and getting out of this rut. I get the sadness, old woman, is a rut, especially if you're an older woman watching this and you feel like you are past your prime, nobody's going to want me, or I can't get a job, I'm too old. There's a sense of like feeling down about yourself because you feel that time is over, but it's not. Okay, and the other thing here is old woman could be an older woman in your family, or someone you know who is going to be giving you a message or bringing you something. And that could be someone who's passed over. We have Earth Angel, right? Romance, sweetness. I really feel too, some of you are highly intuitive, maybe even mediums. So you might be tuning into the energy of a passed over loved one. Okay. It also could be some of you have been grieving the loss of someone, and now you're finally ready to put yourself back out there. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. That gets back to that sadness, old woman energy, and you've been kind of maybe stuck in a rut for a while. And so this is, you know, you're not too old to wear that. You're not too old to do that thing. You're not too old to go to that place. You're not too old to put yourself on the market. You're not too old for a lot of things. You think you're too old for, you're not. Or it could be like, it's this sense of time. It's just, you feel like so much time has been gone, lost. But it's like, it's your pride is getting in the way here. So regret. Yes. Oh, okay. Freedom came up again, and purpose. You're being set free. This is the theme. And stepping in your purpose. Earth angel, purpose, regret, sadness, old woman, pride. It's letting go of like, and the freedom were in those first messages. Okay. These are the big themes. So we're going to look at the tarot as well, just to really get an idea of what are the big themes that you will be dealing with. Next, we're going to go into the challenges. So do subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you back. It also helps me to tailor these readings for you. So when you all subscribe, I tap into that energy of the people watching. And so that's part of you, my subscribers list. So if you hit that subscribe button, I'd love to see you again. All right, group one, let's take a look at the themes. Let me take the tarot out here. I think you're really having to look at the past and let it go. You're freeing yourself from the past here. You're freeing yourself from old hurts, regrets, and you're stepping into your purpose this month. Okay? And it's going to be a really lovely month. Like, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel like things are balancing out. You're going to feel happy and all lovely. You might want to like go get your hair done and, you know, put some makeup on and make yourself feel good. I think a lot of you have been kind of just hiding yourself away. Now it's time to really spruce yourself up and really put yourself out there. Okay? Page of Cups. See? You're younger than you think you are. And all that youthful vitality is coming back. And there's also like regret. Maybe you're ready to apologize for something too. And there's a reconciliation coming. But Page of Cups is that youthful energy. So I feel like you're going to get your spark back. And I think you're going to feel like really romantic. And I see like good things. Things that are really going to make you feel really good this month. Yeah, exiled, Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords. That's, you've been feeling trapped. And it's mostly in your head. In your circumstances too. I feel it's kind of both here. But look at how she's wearing this red outfit. And here, it's now flying away. You're freeing yourself. Freedom. You're freeing yourself from some kind of past thing that's been weighing you down. That you're letting go. Something happened in your past. You lost something. You lost a marriage. You lost a relationship, you lost friends, you lost maybe your housing, you lost a job, you lost a business that you were trying to build. Something was lost, and you've been nourishing yourself and kind of licking your wounds for some time now. Really, you know, you've been feeling life has been holding you back, but a lot of that is in your head, and now you're finally freeing yourself of the mental prison that you've kind of been in. Ten of Swords, end of a tough cycle. You're finally being freed. Like, look at this. He went looking for a better life and found annihilation. I think you've been through it. The sad woman and all these cards coming out are telling me that you've been in hibernation for a while for a reason, and now you're coming out of that. Okay, so basically you're being pushed out of the nest. The eclipse season is like, you've done enough healing. You're done. Let's go. You know, it's like you're ready, okay? You don't need to sit in your home and heal anymore. You're ready. Let's go. Finally, the Five of Pentacles, lost, alone, afraid, and with worse to come. You're really feeling that kind of, you've been feeling doom and gloomy for quite some time. You've been feeling really rejected. There's a rejection here. So this month, you're really going to be faced with that. These are the themes in this month. You're going to be facing this. Now it's time for you to find your way out. And I feel it's going to come through facing the things from the past and really embracing that new, sweet, beautiful energy that's coming in for you, okay? And letting go of your pride. Yeah, okay, you lost the thing, you lost the relationship, things didn't work out for whatever reason. Doesn't matter what the reason is. You gotta let it go and free yourself. So let's, we're gonna put the cards up here. All right. Now that the table's sorted out, let's take a look at the challenges. Okay, we're going to start off with the most difficult one, then we'll go to the blessings, and then we're going to look at some hidden surprises, and then I'm going to look at the overall outcome of Eclipse season, and finally at the very end, I have a special deck with animals in it, so I'm going to give you the animal guides that you will be looking for, that will be messengers for you. So stick around for that. So at the end of the reading, I'm going to do that. So first, let's look at the challenges that you're going to be facing during this eclipse season that is going to help you release blocks. So always remember that the challenges that come up are really for our own good to help release something. I don't know about you, but last eclipse season was March of this year, and that was a doozy for me. Big, huge life change. Now, if you have been having dreams leading up to this eclipse season, know that that's in itself letting you know that you are going to trust, right? We gotta trust. You are going to be going through a major transformation. Your dreams are preparing you for it. Okay, so let's take a look. Group 1 at the challenges. Blocks that you'll be releasing during this eclipse season. So I've got several different oracle decks. It's going to be a longer reading because we're really going to be thorough here. Okay, we have 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. And Page of Wands on the back. So what I'm really getting here, because your theme for this month, if we go back to the themes, is all about letting go of a past mistake, or letting go of things that have happened before, letting go of the regrets, letting go of this feeling like you should have done more, you should be farther along, or that something's going on and maybe you don't feel well, things haven't been well. And so you've been in this state of hermit mode, and now you're being pushed out. So you're going to have to face certain themes this month, or challenges this month, around abandonment issues. And where you put your focus, what are you looking at? Who are you choosing? What are you choosing for yourself? And how much you keep to yourself. And the Ace of Pentacles here is very interesting. And it says it came from nowhere and it changed everything. The Ace of Pentacles is that seed of something new that can really grow and be quite prosperous for you. So it's a hint at prosperity. So this is what it's essentially coming down to, is this a catalyst for you to finally free yourself from the past. And you're going to have to be faced with the issues from the past a little here with the 8 of Cups and 7 of Cups. So this is around your choices, and 4 of Pentacles, where you're holding yourself back, where you're holding yourself in, where you're clenching, where you're holding on too tightly, right? And the 8 of Cups is about this kind of escapism too. It's themes around escapism, and 7 of Cups, like part of what we can do, our psyche, what it does to us, and everybody's good, I do this too, is when we don't want to face something, or we don't really want to deal with the real issue, or we don't want to do the thing, right? We know that we need to start something in order to get the thing that we really want, but we don't have to do we don't want to do the things that are required of us to go after that thing. So we end up distracting ourselves, right, with all this other stuff. What about this? What about this? What about this? So you might be coming up with all these different ideas of different things that you want to do, but none of them are really working because you keep kind of like staying in this escapism mode. You don't really want to deal with the reality and the harsh truths about things. And this is where you're going to be challenged, is your need to run away, your need to escape, because now you need to make good, solid choices and be open to something new. Be open to something new coming in. And so they hoarded secrets. The question is why? You have a lot of things to share. You have a lot of things to offer this world, but you're holding yourself back. That's very much the sense that I get with this whole reading, is that you have been holding yourself back from starting a new life, or from moving forward, moving on, essentially. So look for distractions, okay? The 7 of Cups. This is how you're going to be challenged. You're going to be challenged with distractions. You're going to be challenged with certain things that seem kind of good on the outside but aren't. And this is your chance to really hone in to that one thing that obliterates all the other things. This is the thing that's the thing you want, and focus there. Okay, you really need to focus on what you want and go after it, and not hold yourself back anymore. Release you need to control the outcome here. Okay. We have what is has no bearing on what will be. What does your ideal life look and feel like? Okay. That's a powerful card for you. Everyone is on their own journey. How can you focus more on your own path? All right. This is a beautiful card. Yeah, again, coming back here to what is has no bearing on what will be. You're being asked to look for yourself from the past and the regrets of the past, and however things that you feel about yourself, that you're not worthy or not ready or too old or too this and that, and whatever. All of the reasons we give ourselves why we can't do the thing. You're feeling sad and you're holding yourself back right now, because you're actually, this season is really freeing you from the mental trappings that you've been in around keeping yourself safe and trying to, and the self-protection, and holding back the things that you should be sharing. And not comparing yourself to other people's journeys. Just because other people are further along in you doesn't have anything to do with you. You are exactly where you're meant to be. All of us grow at a different pace. Some of us grow quickly. Some of us, you see some people and they're really young and they have it all and they just did it. Well, that's because they had the systems in place, the supports in place, and the environment for that to happen. Maybe you didn't, okay? Your situation is different. Everybody's different. And you can't compare yourself to other people's journeys. It's not fair on you. It's not fair to do that. Because who you are and your path is so unique. You can't compare it to anyone. And all you can do is look back and see how far you actually have come. Everything is a chance to learn, to grow, to flourish. And right now, that's really where you're being challenged. Okay. And so you're going to have distractions. You're going to start to see, you might have people that come to you with offers even that aren't right for you. Okay. And there's going to be that one offer though, that is, you need to figure out what that one is. Change. It's like big change is coming, but it comes when you make that effort to put yourself out there and do the work that needs to be done to get it done, and stop with procrastinating and getting out of your head and getting and not doing the typical things we do to escape, like being in decision fatigue, for example. So you're going to kind of be forced to make a change and make a decision here and come out of your shell, and you might be offered with a few things, and only one of them though is going to be the good thing. And you need to figure it out which one it is, and you'll know because it's the thing that you're probably most afraid of. Okay? Indecision. Here we go. The 7 of Cups. You're filled with indecision, and so much of this has to do with just because you're afraid to start. You're afraid to change service. How I feel good when I help others. So if what you're doing, if the opportunity that comes your way is an opportunity for you to really help other people because you come back up here to Earth Angel, that's what you're here for. You're here to serve others. And I don't mean that in a servitude kind of a way. I mean that as in you have gifts and other people need to benefit from those gifts, and it will make you feel really good because that's what you're here to do. But what is that gift? What is it that you're meant to share? That's the thing that you have to decide, and you have to focus in on the thing that is there for you. And it's going to require a change. It's going to require you to face some of these things from the past that aren't so freaking good, you know? It's like, but on the other hand, though, it's a chance for you to free yourself from the freedom has come up a lot for you here. Abundance. I am a limitless being. Remember we did luck and money before? I'm a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Something is here for you, okay? There's an opportunity, the seed of something that is going to bring your abundance. And you need to get off your butt, so to speak, and make a decision and go for the thing. And don't let fear hold you back. Don't let the past hold you back. Don't let regret hold you back. Don't let the sad old woman who's, you know, feels like she's too old and can't do it. Let her go, okay? This is for you freeing yourself from these old narratives so that you can now move forward with a real sense of purpose. And you're here to be of service to others. So whatever it is that you are wanting to achieve, if you're like, I get a lot of you do want to start some kind of a TikTok channel, YouTube channel, some kind of creator stuff, or a business of some kind. You haven't, I really sense a lot of you in this group are like that. Some of you would just want to get out and make new friends and new relationships. But this is gonna take you like doing it and knowing who's right. Like if you're dating, there's going to be a lot of people that come to you, or they're going to just be duds. So this is the chance for you to face both the abandonment issues that you carry with you and the issues around choosing the wrong thing for you because you are afraid, right? Or you're stuck in an old place. You're stuck in a negativity. But this is a time for you to feel really good. People are going to be buying you flowers. You're going to get a lot of attention, I have a feeling. And it might be overwhelming for you and give you that feeling of like wanting to run, but you really need to focus in on the one good thing. And that's going to come in when you feel that sense of like, this is for me. This is it. I'm afraid to do it, but I know it's what I got to do. Okay. And don't compare yourself to other people. You are beautiful as you are. You are good enough as you are. You are talented enough. You are all the things. Okay. You are enough. So let's see. What do we got here? A time to give rather than take, back to service. So this is about you now kind of stepping out of your comfort zone and putting yourself out there to really be with other people. And to give a little bit more of your time and give a little bit more of yourself, but also give to yourself, self-care here. Like believe in the impossible. I really, the abundance and the Ace of Pentacles, there's an opportunity coming that you're just not going to think it's for real, right? You're just going to be like, what? No way. And the answers you need are coming. Yeah, you're going to have a real feeling of that this is too good to be true. That's what I sense. There's this is too good to be true, and you're going to have a hard time making that decision. It's not, though. Okay, it's something that's being offered to you as a way to free you from the past, and but you really got to free yourself, your mind here, and believe that you deserve it. All right. Did I just pick up the same deck? I did, and I just opened to Have Faith in Your Dreams. We did that deck. We're going to pick up the other one. Okay. Believe in the impossible. Have faith in your dreams. Okay. You believe in yourself. You can do it. There's a real sense of like changing your mindset here. Letting go of old regrets and old things and old ideas. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Know that you are here for a purpose, and that is to be of service to others in some way, shape, or form. Something you're passionate about, something you're good at, something you can talk for hours about if it has to do with starting a business of some kind. Something that you just feel like you know that you can do it, right? Boundaries have flipped over. Okay, I'll take that one. But boundaries is also about you keeping boundaries with others. And that's where it's a time to give rather than take. Make sure that you are not letting other people step on those boundaries. To get the 7 of Cups here. You might be getting ghosted a bit here too. Like if you're putting yourself out on the market, that sounds so bad. if you're putting yourself out into the dating world, this is an important time for you to really have your boundaries in place, okay? Don't be dealing with breadcrumbers. Get rid of them. Just because they're giving you attention and telling you things that sound good, they're not worth your time. Bounce, okay? You don't need them. You don't need people who are wasting your time. And the other way around too, people who are lavishing you with all these wonderful words and flattery, ditch those too. You want to stick with people who are real, who are talking to you, okay? And even those ones, you might have to deal with some ghosting, like some people just kind of, you think it's going well and then it's not, and you're kind of confused. You're being challenged. This is your challenges, okay? So you're being challenged to, one, put your needs before others, and two, to always do things that you are of service to others in a way that's healthy for you and will bring abundance to you as well. Like it needs to be an equal exchange, right? But know that there's answers are coming. There's a communication coming in too, that will also be challenging. So you're going to be challenged to really step out of your comfort zone, and you're really going to be challenged with your boundaries and people walking on your boundaries and changing and bringing in abundance for yourself. Okay. These are all your challenges. But no, remember, go back to the overall theme, sweetness, flowers. It's going to be good though. Okay. Cleansing and the past. So we have moon memories and dark moon past. Shadow work. Stuff from the past is coming back up. Like I said, you might be triggered with some ghosting issues and people not treating you so great. Some people from the past might be coming back. You might be getting some of those people from the past who ghosted you before coming back. So this is a chance for you to really set those boundaries in place, know who you are, and also, when it's of service to others, people should be in service to you as well. Make sure that you're getting equal exchanges, that what you're putting out there is coming back to you as well. And that you're not hoarding. There's a sense of hoarding your own resources in a fear of that if you were to step out of that place, that you wouldn't be safe. So I sense that there's a bit of a vulnerability around you because you don't feel safe. And just know that kind of sense of safety that you've been clinging to is going to be challenged, because you have to move past it in order to get the release this past, and also remember the good things in the past along with the dark things in the past. So you've got both coming up here. And this is letting you know that you need to really be releasing those negative, dark, shadowy energies and facing them, okay? And releasing them. And also remember that good things happen too. Don't forget good things. Look at the past through a lens of clarity is where this is coming in, and cleansing and releasing old hurts and not letting people step on your boundaries, and feeling good about yourself. So we're going to clean up these cards and we're going to get on to your blessings. Now, I recommend, if this reading is going on a little bit too long for you, that just come back to it a little bit later. You don't have to listen to it all at once. You can come back to it a little bit later. Finish up the reading when you have a little bit more time. I like to listen to these at work when I'm kind of busy, doing mundane tasks, where I can actually I'll just listen to a tarot reading on my headphones at work sometimes, or if I'm going out for a walk. Give yourself some time and space to really listen to the message. Don't feel pressured to just sit down and listen to this whole thing now. All right, we have your blessings for this eclipse season. Blessings for eclipse season, group 1. Okay. The 7 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Lovely. The Suit of Wands. Oh, wait. Which one is this? 3 of Wands. Perfect. Love it. Ooh, 6 of Wands. That's what I thought. I'm going to do one more. 5 of Swords. How is 5 of Swords a blessing, you ask? Well, let's get into it. Okay, let's see what we have on the back. Ooh, the Lovers. All right, so you're going to be getting a lot of attention, okay? We get up there to the flowers. I just kind of knew that you were going to get a lot of attention. A lot of people giving you flowers, giving you your flowers, so to speak. That could come from suitors. It's like with the 7 of Pentacles, you've been in reflection for a reason. So it's in hermit mode for a reason, because you've been reflecting. You've been thinking a lot about things and thinking a lot about what to do with the things that you've already done. I have a feeling that this is a pile that's not starting from scratch. This is like a pile that kind of has to start over a little bit, but you're starting with the tools and the things already kind of in place. But now you're figuring out what to do with it. And so the blessing here is you're going to start to see the rewards of the preparations that you've been doing. So you're going to start to see abundance coming in. There's going to be money coming into you for like I see jobs coming your way, or like if you're you work on contracts somehow. If you're online, if you're doing something, you will have success. Something will go viral, or you just get a bigger following. You're going to get a lot of eyes on you. I sense more eyes on you in all the different ways. So you're coming out you're being like, that is also a blessing and a challenge for you, right? Because they kind of both came up in the same. It's like, it's a blessing because this is what you want, and it's a challenge because this is not what you want. You've been kind of in hermit mode for some time, and you get comfortable there. We could be comfy there. You're used to your little comfy little place. I get it. I totally get that. But now you're being asked to like expand. You're going outward now. You're really starting to shift. Like the light on the horizon calls you. That 10 of Swords is going now. Look at the light. You're being called to your purpose. Something is coming towards you, and you're being called to walk towards it. The Ace of Cups here. Your future begins now. What's in the container? Love, joy, a promotion, a baby. Look inside to find out something is coming, a big new opportunity that you are just going to love. It's something you always wanted. Something you've always wanted is finally coming, and it's because you've actually been putting in the work. So it's not like it's coming out of nowhere. And it's going to take you to places you didn't even know. Now you might be traveling too, so that's a big one. I can see you traveling here. Like I see you doing something pretty spectacular, going somewhere and people celebrating you, celebrating an achievement of yours. Some of you might be getting married. Some of you might be getting, somebody might be getting a proposal. You might be getting, or meeting somebody who is that person that you will end up marrying or being with for a long time. Some of you are going to be getting promotions at work. Some of you are going to be getting lots of contracts coming in. You're going to be getting a lot more of a social media following. You're going to be getting a lot of people interested in you. Okay. Now we come over to 5 of Swords. The slaughter of the green men did Argon, the destroyer, go too far. It's scorched earth vibes there. And I feel like the blessing here is that everything you've been through, everything you've had to do, the sacrifices that you've had to make are going to be worth it. That you're going to be blessed. Okay. You don't have to fight anymore. You don't have to fight anymore. That's the blessing. It's done. The war is over. You don't have to fight anymore. You're free. I felt very emotional saying that. So I think we're going to leave the blessings there for the tarot. Let's get onto the oracle. But that's really what I sense here. And now don't expect all of that to come like this month. You're going to start to see. You're going to start to see it though. Okay. It might come this month. But more eclipse season's more of the catalyst. It's like when, you kind of go in and you shake the foundation a bit, and then so that later on it can get kind of pushed over. It's like loosening of things. It's eclipse season, kind of loosening of things and making way and making room now for the blessings, right? So first you go through the challenges that makes room for the blessings. So that's how that works. So let's take a look at blessings. We have Turn your worry into wonder. Surrender to the experience. What possibilities can you dream into reality? Something really big is coming into your world. Something you like expect it to. This is when we came back to challenges and said believe in the impossible. You need to expect it to. Part of this is you really getting into that mindset of I can do anything. I can achieve anything. I am good enough. I can get past this. Okay, so you're going to be finding people who are going to want to work with you, who want to be around you, who like you, who are attracted to you. You're really coming into your own here. And it's after a long period of time of really having to, it's like a dark night of the soul you've had to go through, and now you're coming out of that. I'm happy for you. This is really good. You're really going to feel so good. Okay, I promise. It's just, we got all the shades of challenges. Your challenges aren't so bad, though. Just don't let the bastards get you down. You know what I mean? Like, really do have those boundaries set up about, especially if you're dating with people who ghost and people who just breadcrumb you and people who just act, or it just feels like you're getting all the duds, It's like, well, great. I'm getting a lot of attention, but they're all duds. There is a diamond, okay? He's there, she's there, they're there. And it's up to you now to put yourself in the position where you can meet that diamond, where you can be where the diamond is. Okay. Worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Yes. You're letting go of failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Honesty. I can always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So, again, with service on the back. So, you're meant to do something of service to others, and that's where you meet the person that you're really going to click with, if that's what this is about. I get the sense of reconciliation. And I also get the sense here, too, that what you've been worried about, it's just going to be like, why was I so worried about this? Turn your worry to wonder. All the worrying that you've been doing is just going to be, you're going to be like, why was I so worried? Oh, my God, I can't believe this thing happened. I can't believe it. And I think it's coming from past failures. You're like, what you thought was a failure was actually not a failure. It actually led to you having this wonderful thing. So you're going to see how that comes, and it comes from you being really truly honest with yourself about where you've been and where you're going. It's going into the past, looking at the things that were good and the things that need to be released, right? It's not just about woe is me, the past sucked. It's also about, well, look at all the good things I did too. I've prepared myself. You're ready. That's what this is saying. It's, you're very much ready. Okay. Get a couple of oracle decks for Group 1 for your challenges. Confidence is your key to success. A personal issue reaches resolution and prosperity lies ahead. That's right. I just know that things in the back is nothing will come of the situation. You're going to realize your worries were for naught. That your huge amounts of abundance is there, big opportunities coming your way, but you really just have to work through some personal things, some personal issues, but you're going to. So the blessings is it's finally going to fall away, and you're going to feel really good and confident. Like, you're going to feel so good about yourself. Like, I see you really primping in yourself, like doing your hair and buying new clothes and just stepping out into, like, feeling good. Feeling beautiful. That's what I see you feeling beautiful regardless of how you identify here. Okay, we have boundaries again. Your boundaries are working. And synchronicity. Ooh, okay, so remember I said we're going to have some, also the past memories. So someone from the past who's actually good might be coming back. Somebody you lost contact with. Somebody is coming back here who's going to be offering you something, possibly for some of you. Your boundaries are going to be working. These things you have set up. I also feel some of you need to set up words who are practicing witchcraft. Set up those words. And if you're not, words are wards. So saying no is a word, it's like, and these are going to be working. You're going to see, well, your boundaries you put in place are going to work. Okay. So that's really important. Now we're going to move on. All right, let's see, group 1. Did I say group 2 earlier? I have a feeling I said group 2. If I did, oops, group 1. Okay. Maybe group 2 is also meant for you, but I'm not going to direct you to go there. That's only if it's in your intuition to go there. All right. What's hidden beneath the surface here? Okay. This eclipse season. Empress. Judgment. Major Arcana cards. The Knight of Wands. The Lovers. 3 of Cups, 5 of Swords, and a Nine of Wands. Someone has been, I feel someone's coming back with an offer. That Knight of, I feel like someone's coming back proud. Now, it could be you coming back proud, ready to go. I get the sense it's someone else, though. This Knight of Wands wants the Empress. That's you. Because you're the prize this month, okay? You're the prize. We have flowers, wards. You had 6 of Wands as your blessings. You're the prize, okay? And somebody wants their prize. That's the hidden thing here. It's a lover, somebody. Their passions. Someone's coming back, I think, from the past. I think you really need to use your judgment here, your discernment. And this is where you got to look at the past, both the good and the bad, especially if it's somebody who you haven't spoken to in a while. Like, can you trust this person? You really need to have boundaries. And maybe it's just for your own satisfaction that they came back and you don't need to talk to them. So that's for some of you. I really get the sense that that's a hidden aspect, though. Someone's coming back. Or someone new is coming in even, who might be replaying some of these things from the past. This is that final curtain call before the show begins kind of feeling here. Of somebody who, it's like the last thing of somebody coming back or somebody coming in with some kind of offer, but you need to decide if it is right for you or not. It might feel really good. It might feel amazing. I have a feeling it is going to feel amazing, but there's a sense here of really using that. It's a judgment, right? Judgment is rising to the challenge. Judgment is rising up. Rise like the phoenix rising. And it's also that last, it's when you're exalted. It's that exalted thing. So someone might be coming in. This is a good thing too, actually. For some of you, it's a pretty good thing. It's a pretty good thing. It's like, yeah. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Somebody's going to be coming back to you. Or someone new. Somebody or it could be somebody that has been around you for a while and you didn't even notice them or pay attention, or you didn't think. But they're going to come to you and say hey. And you're going to be like, what? Really? Yeah, so it just is going to be different for everyone, but I do feel something from the past. It could be romantic, or it just could be somebody of significance from before, and you need to decide if you're going to let this person in or not. And they want to be with you because you are, you're going to be very much a hot commodity this month. All right, so let's look at the final outcome here. We're just going to look at the tarot, because as for the sake of time, but also it will tell us all we need to know. Okay. All right, so this is it. That's the cards. 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Swords. The Tower. Wow. Now, if you look at the Ten of Pentacles in this card, it's the same face that's been photoshopped into everyone else. But it's the idea of like, we can't escape our family genetics too here. Our family lineage is always kind of with us, whether we want it or not. But it's also about not thinking that just because everyone in your family has always done the same things and that you have to as well. So there's a sense of like the outcome here is you finding that sense of being able to sustain yourself, an oasis of riches to sustain herself, like coming into your own and realizing your own power here and realizing that you are a goddess and you are worthy of all of the luxuries and getting past this fear of everything falling apart. But the outcome here is that you're going to be letting go of some of your worries because you're going to realize that these structures that you've been holding up onto a place are not meant for you anyway. They don't have longevity. Ten of Pentacles is about longevity. They don't have longevity. So anything that's falling away did for a reason, and you're going to get out of this fear of worrying that everything's going to fall away, and you're going to feel very much empowered in yourself and find your own way. Okay? I'm sorry, group one. I cleared the entire table, did the end of the reading, and I realized I forgot to do your signs, your synchronicities. These are the signs. These are the animals that are going to be, you can expect to show up in dreams, to show up in places, or animals, bugs, things out of the ordinary. So these are how the universe is going to be talking to you. We have bear, and they will have some significance here. Okay, so let's get the lion, courage, strength, pig, cat. Okay, so I'm going to go to the book. So when you see these specific animals, it'll tell you what it is that the universe is trying to communicate. Okay, so we have warrior, grounding, strength. This is about, I think bears are very resourceful. They persevere through harsh conditions. So this is you about finding that grounding and strength within yourself to persevere through difficult, challenging situations. Know that you are protected. Okay, you can, you will be fine, essentially. So that when bear comes up, bear might come up when you're feeling challenged in that way, to remind you that you're stronger than you think and you have the resources to get yourself through it. You can persevere. Lion, pride coming up here. Lion, legacy, pride, and courage. So, it's the king of the jungle. The lion points to the innate power you must tap into so that you can maximize your efforts to the fullest. Don't let your temper get the best of you now. And so it's about anger, knowing you're an unstoppable force and controlling yourself a little here too. And again, that pride thing, it's like it's one thing to be proud of you, be proud of yourself, be proud of who you are, be proud of what you look like, be proud of how far you've come, be proud of your wrinkles, be proud of everything that you think is a negative about yourself. Be proud of yourself. That's what that message is coming through about pride. But also pride can get in the way when you think too proud, like I can't do that, That's putting your pride aside and allowing yourself the chance to try new things. Okay, pig. Oops, see? Ding. Try new things. Ding. Pig. Generosity, abundance, indulgence. Abundance is available to you. So the pig comes around. That means that this is part of your abundance. This is part of you getting that, being self-reliant and kind of it's about abundance. Okay, so it means that good luck is coming. This is a good time to follow that. Dream. Pig is a reminder to share the wealth with others, amplifying abundance of I can never say this word. Reciprocity. But that's essentially when, like, being of service to others. It's when we are giving of ourselves. We're not hoarding the money. We're not hoarding things for ourselves. We're sharing the wealth. And I really feel like that too. Like you might be getting enough money to actually help support your family here too. I think some of that's coming in. So pig is coming in to kind of keep that fire going within you, to know that that's happening here. Cat, curiosity, mystery, independence. It's about you, really walking through dimensions. It's talking walking between portals of existence and illusion. It's a night creature. It symbolizes witchcraft. Remember I told you about some of you witches, you need to be putting up those warts. Okay, heed me. It guides you to unveil your own magic by following your curiosity and taking back your personal power. Yeah, so this is about you rising to the challenge. Fierce independence. What brings you to explore the duality that is within, light and dark, feminine and masculine, soft and strong. So this is about you really being comfortable in yourself. You don't need other people to support you. You can support yourself, and believing in that, because you will have enough. And this is a reminder. So pig is abundance. Cat is your independence, and you're tapping into your psychic powers, your witchy side. Lion, this is you having pride, being proud of yourself and feeling strong and feeling like a leader and having courage. And bear is about being resourceful and knowing that you have the strength to get you through even the tough times. All right, group 1. I hope this helped you with how things are going to be for this eclipse season. If you have any questions or you just want to make a comment, I'd love to hear from you. Leave them down below. Do subscribe to my channel. Love to have you back. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye now. All right, group 2. You picked the moon card. And the sci-fi tarot, the horror tarot, pardon me. The other group was sci-fi tarot. Group 1 and 2 seem to be linked. I'm just going to say that. Don't go to group 1 if you don't feel it, though. Anyway, we're going to take a look at what's going to be happening here in the eclipse season. What are going to be your challenges? We're going to start with your challenges. We're going to start with your theme, the overall theme of what you're going to be dealing with the eclipse season, okay? And then we're going to look at your challenges, because you need to release blocks and the challenges so that you can bring in your blessings. But I'm going to look at your blessings. I'm going to look at any hidden aspects that might be coming in, things you don't see coming, and we're going to look at the overall outcome of eclipse season, where all this is going to. And at the very, very end, so stay tuned, I'm going to do your signs and synchronicities. So the things that you can look out for in nature. And I think for you, white butterfly is one of them. But let's get to the end of the reading. And at the end of the reading, I'm going to do the different signs that you can look for, what they mean. So this is how the universe will be communicating with you during this season, okay? So let's take a look now at the theme. The theme. Remember A Christmas Story? She goes, a theme. Why do I feel like it's kind of dramatic? I mean, you picked the horror tarot. You gotta be a little dramatic. You love the drama. I do too. Okay. What is the theme for this month? For group 2. Okay. We have. Okay, so this is a card of balance. I know that. 41. I'm just going to do 3. This one came up upside down, so that's interesting. I'm only doing 3 because that's what I intended to do. Group 1 actually had 4. Okay. And I'm going to put out these first before I get reading. Right, group 2. What do we have for... Look at that, old woman sadness. This came up for group 1. I'm going to put that there. I really sense these two groups are linked somehow, but let's see. I often find in my readings that group 1 and 2 are kind of linked, but group 3 is usually the outlier. It's interesting. We'll see. We'll see. Group 2. A lot of reds and oranges. We're looking at the sacral, or the root. And yeah, sacral. Stuff about feeling grounded and safe and supported and a sense of self and security. Okay, let's scales. Justice, documents. Dove, peace, serenity. Oops, sorry. Cycles and changes, and shark, survival and power. Okay, I'm going to look at these three to see what they are. Yeah, the first one's about balance. So it's the yin yang, it's the feminine, masculine energies coming together here. It's like creating a balance in everything between work and play, relationships and alone time, social and quiet time, physical activity and rest, giving and receiving. That's what you were, a dramatic group. And maybe you've been out of sync here. Maybe you've been spending too much time in play, not enough time in work, or too much time in work and not enough time in play. You'll know what's right for you. This one is creative. You're fully aligned with your powerful light of the source energy and loving harmony of Mother Earth. Okay. Perhaps you're an artist, a writer, a speaker, a dancer, a healer, a musician, or whatever. Dedicate time each day to use your creative force. Okay, so that's where you need to come into alignment. 32, which is the one that was upside down. So we don't read them upside down, but it kind of signifies that there might be a little bit more emphasis here, which is the nectar of life. You work so hard, and you are definitely to be commended for your efforts. This card is asking you to slow down and enjoy the simple things in life. I think we can understand where this is going. Okay. The first thing I saw here was that you have a survival mode. Survival mode. Some of you might have been going through a divorce, having to come back from a difficult situation, moon cycles and changes. Some of you have been in hormonal hell. Yeah, I feel like some of you have had heavy periods too, for women here. If you have women's reproductive organs, that has probably been pretty bad for you. And I see the theme here is you are bringing all of this into balance. Things are, peace and serenity is coming your way. The theme is about peace this month. And it's about you kind of coming out of this place of feeling not enough, sadness. Maybe some of you lost somebody. There might be grief here. I feel survival mode, and I feel that there's been loss, and there's a sense here of feeling like time is not on your side. Maybe that's where it's linked to group 1 too. They had to deal with loss. Okay. I'm going to look at these cards here. Well, this is about you kind of coming back to just the simple things in life too. And about the theme here is, in this month, is for you to really appreciate the little things, but also enjoying life again. And I feel like you've been in survival mode and you're working very, very hard, and now it's time to kind of have some rest. Things are balancing out for you. You might be signing a contract that it's going to give you, it could be a divorce or something. Was that in group 1 too? I'm not sure. Can't remember. But yeah, there's documents that are going to kind of bring peace of mind to you here. Okay. And with survival power, that's survival mode. And it's the same woman with her long silver hair here and then floating in the water. It's like you haven't been able to see the dangers around you, but you've been kind of surviving them. And the cycles and changes, this has a lot to do with this eclipse season being really powerful for you. And how all of them are actually, that you really are affected by the moon's cycles. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. That's what I sensed with Old Woman here. Some of you might be dealing with some actual real grief. By that I mean somebody died. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Feel proud of yourself for how hard you've worked. And doubt. I release the need to know all of the answers. I think maybe some of you are dealing with a lot of whys. Why did this happen to me? Why am I going through this? And this card is like, these cards are basically saying the themes around this month are to help you really process and bring balance back into your life and a feeling of peace and tranquility here. And feeling good again, feeling happy, the sweetness, nectar of life. You've had a hard time feeling happy. Not all of you have dealt with somebody who's died, but a lot of you have had to deal with a lot of loss, okay? And a sadness around that loss, those losses. And so I'm going to have an old woman here because she's kind of extra. She flipped out, and that was like very similar to group 1. So we're going to put her here. I really do feel like there's a real sense of sadness here. And you also might have had to take care of somebody. Oops. Sorry, I'm kind of like technical issues. Oh my God. There. My, I really like this setup I have with this top-down kind of camera, but it spins really easily, and then the cord for the microphone came into the scene. So anyway, let's get back to the reading. But yeah, like that in itself is part of the reading. It's just a lot of mishaps, a lot of things that didn't work out, a lot of like trying really hard and just not really making things work. All the way up to like dealing with loss, like having to deal with grief, like somebody died, somebody you loved is no longer with you. Maybe could be this is a group reading. There's a lot of different reasons why you feel grief and feel like you've been in survival mode for so long. And now this month is this cycle, this eclipse season is really here to help you balance those scales, to really feel peaceful again, to feel like you finally come together, like all the pieces of you are coming together. It's like, do you remember when, I don't know how old you are, but we used to have to defrag our computers. And so like just all of the processing that we would do, we'd have to go in and defrag it, and then the computer would kind of work better. And that's what I feel here. Is a defragging is happening during this eclipse season, so things work better. Okay, so let's take a look at the themes for the month. Okay, that's cards that we want to work with. We have the Queen of Cups. This is beautiful. This is you coming into that sweetness of life where you feel really happy and good about yourself again. You don't feel like you have to, you just kind of, look at her, she's drinking blood. But I really do sense a lot of you has to do around your blood system and could be blood pressure, could be your menstrual cycles. If you're, like I said, if you have female reproductive system. But if it's not those things, it's just about you feeling more at peace within yourself, like loving yourself and enjoying your own company. The Queen of Cups is very good at taking care of herself. I think you have been in survival mode for so long that you're now like needing to really take care of yourself here and feel happy and feel good and feel connected. Wheel of Fortune, pick any fate. Okay, the Hierophant. The Page of Cups. Some of you need iron, okay? I'm just going to say that. Some of you do need iron. You do need to kind of make a visit with the doctor to just kind of get your, just to kind of make sure that everything is, everything's good, Not saying there's anything wrong. It's just that it might help you feel better if the doctor might see that you have some low iron or something. There's a lot about blood coming up in here. Blood is life, and it's about your lifeblood, and it's about protecting that. And it's about nourishment here. The Page of Cups, see, she's holding that cup with 2 little fish in it. Playful. It's a playful energy. You're going to feel playful and peaceful and good. And survival mode's coming out, and it comes from like the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. I really got the sense of you need to put systems in place. So when things change, like the Wheel of Fortune is always changing. Sometimes it's in your favor and sometimes it's not. And if you have these set of systems in place where it's like you are able to take time for yourself, we have the Hermit mode. This is going into yourself, time for introspection. where you can heal, where you can find that balance and healing again. So this is the themes that you're going to be dealing with around eclipse season, is about really finding time to nourish yourself, nourish your inner child, feel playful, feel good, feel balanced, and have systems and routines in place that will carry you through even when things are not always in your favor. By taking time for yourself, really finding some introspection time, meditation time, and nourishing your body, feeling good, and allowing yourself time to heal and recalibrate. Like I said about the defragging, you know? Okay, so now we're going to look at the challenges for the month, okay? We're going to look at a bunch of different oracle cards to go with it for the challenges and the blessings, and we're going to keep it simple for the last couple, which is going to be some hidden aspects, and also the outcome. Okay, so let's take a look at the challenges or not. First, you have to go through the challenges to clear the blocks that make way for the blessings. So let's look at the challenges that will help clear the blocks to make way for your blessings. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, Empress, Hermit, the Suit of Swords, the Three of Swords, Page of Swords. I have the Knight of Pentacles on the back. It says slow and steady wins the race. But this is kind of like a creepy guy who's dancing with this woman who looks like she's kind of been put in a trance and forced against her will. It's like, I kind of have a feeling, I'm sorry to say this, it's good though, because we have, you know, with these queens here, you need to know your worth. And you're going to be tested around that. You're going to be kind of forced into hermit mode. Some kind of heartbreak of some kind needs to be healed. And so you're going to see a little girl with the guy, and you're going to figure out what it is that it's who and what has been causing you pain and problems. And you're going to know exactly what. Look at her. She's sitting here in the Empress, like, yeah, just come to my web. Just come and mess with me. You know? And the Queen of Pentacles too. Like, you don't get to see who I am. I'll decide. And coming to your worth, knowing who you are, knowing you have enough. Okay? You have more than enough. Taking some time to really go inside yourself and taking time out of the survival mode and pushing and going into receiving, because you might be, the challenges here come with this Three of Swords, either being triggered by a past hurt or something that hurt before, or something new that might cause you some pain. And this is a reminder that you're the queen. Okay, you're the Empress. Who are these people to mess with you? Okay, no, they don't mess with you. And so this is taking that time out, though, to really to settle that inside yourself, so you don't get any feelings of long-lasting hurt, because that hurt can really take us down. And this is a chance for you to heal the heartbreak, okay? And we see, like, the sword being put in by this hand. I do feel like somebody might trigger these wounds, okay? And then this is like your inner child, and you're featuring curiosity, new ideas, and positive change. This is like, you don't get to me. I know what to do now. So your challenge is really figuring out how to handle these kind of heartbreaking situations that come up and the old hurts when you get triggered, by knowing who you are, right? Knowing who you are. You're more than capable and more than deserving of your own space and time. You don't need anybody to be triggering you right now. Okay. Your true tribe can't show up until you do. How can you show more of the real you? All right, so I do get the sense of two women that might be important here, and maybe there's a mother vibe. Maybe there's some kind of healing around your mother too. Because I had an inner child here. You might be dealing with some old woman, mom. There's a mom in here that's some of you are having to deal with. Whether you are arranging funeral plans, something like that. And I don't mean your mother's going to die, okay? So don't take that the wrong way. Please don't take that the wrong way. It would have already happened. But it's more to do with taking care of a mother wound of some way. And I have the sense of her dying some way. And I don't mean physical death unless she's already gone. And if you've already lost your mother, then this is a chance for you to really heal that wound. It's something might trigger that loss of your mom, feeling like I need my mom. And this is like knowing that you can find your new people and that you're good with yourself and your mom is with you. I get the sense there. Like somebody need to hear that, okay? And I feel a little sad. I feel sad. Like some of you miss your mom. Maybe some of you lost your mom from a sickness. It could be something like that happened. And now this eclipse season is kind of bringing that out again. And it's helping you really heal it so you can feel peaceful again and move on and know like you'll meet new people that will help make feel that kind of void, like people who are loving and beautiful. And it's like a carrying on of love that will be carried on. But first that comes from to yourself. First you love yourself, right? So when you have enough love in yourself, you attract all the others, the right people. And it's not that even just because and there's this, okay, what does loving yourself mean? It means you care enough to put your needs first. It means you care enough to take care of yourself when you need to. And you don't feel pressured by other people to say, I need you to come do this for me when you're burnt out and you know it'll make you sick. You say, no, I can't, I'm sorry. You put your needs, you love yourself enough to put yourself first. Okay, you love yourself enough to say no, and you love yourself enough to say yes. Just because something's scary doesn't mean you should do it. So you need to really put yourself first here, and you need to know your worth, and to know that it's time to like be open now. It's you can let other people in. Just because somebody might have hurt you from before doesn't mean you can't let new people in. And I do sense the challenge here is just trusting again and finding new trust is really coming up. And just finding people. Maybe you've had a lot of heartbreak, you lost friend groups and stuff. All right, let's do one more. You are the joy seeker. What little victories can you celebrate? Some of you, okay, there's an older woman here. Some of you, this is about you feeling old. And bringing joy back to yourself. So your challenge here this month is really actually not too bad. It's more about you just kind of releasing the old patterns of hurt and survival mode stuff so you can find peace again. Your challenge is to not default to old patterns and to simply realize that you're worthy and you're going to show up for yourself and that you can show up for yourself. Okay. And learning how to laugh and feel good even when you don't want to. Patience. So the Queen of Pentacles is patient, right? Because Pentacles is a slow moving energy. Balance coming out here again, see? Patience and balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So you might be triggered again with loss around this eclipse season. But it's more of a trigger from old wounds, I feel, than anything new. It's more like just keep putting yourself out there and also knowing when to go inside yourself too. It's like a nice balance between putting yourself. Some of you might have been putting yourself out on dating apps and stuff and really feeling a lot of rejection, feeling like you're just swimming with sharks. Nothing good is coming of it, and it's kind of making you feel bad. So maybe this is a time for you to just kind of stop with the dating apps for a while and just kind of be open to allowing somebody to come in when the time is right? Okay. So let's take the Moonology. The confidence is key to your success, and A personal issue reaches resolution. So the challenge here, your shadow side, is to really just kind of feel good in yourself and trusting yourself. And having faith that things will work out. And that, you know, you deserve to feel good. You deserve to feel good. And the right people will come when the right time, when it's the right time, okay? Know that. Be confident in that. You're going to be challenged around that this month. Okay, let's look at these. Then we'll move on to your blessings. Okay. We have mystery transformation. You're being asked to let go of something big. Look at these cards are the same as sandiness. It's about grounding yourself. There's fire energy here too. There's a real sense of you coming back into this sense of peace and bliss and happiness by being okay with not knowing what's on the other side of things and being open to just enjoying the now, just settling in the now and feeling good in yourself now without having all of the things you need yet. Because I have a sense that this month is going to very much challenge your sense of grounding and feeling like you have what you need. But you're protected. See those two dogs? You're very protected. I think the challenge is just in you not knowing what's going to happen. Okay, let's take a look at your blessings. Okay, let's take a look at your blessings. Group 2. What are the Group 2's blessings? Will come from this eclipse season. As I said in Group 1, this reading might go a long way. So just, you know, save it. Come back to it a little bit later when you have more time. I like to listen to it on my headphones when I'm at work or when I'm doing dishes or housework or something. And that way you still can hear the reading and you can get what you need without feeling pressured to watch it all in one go. Okay. Let's see your blessings. The Three of Wands. The Ten of Cups. Oh, beautiful. Page of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. And Eight of Swords. Ace of Cups on the back. Well, if you aren't going to be feeling pretty good, Ten of Cups, what a beautiful energy to show up here. And it's a family photo on the wall. For those of you that have lost somebody, your mom or something, I think you're going to feel her very closely this month. And you're going to feel a sense of peace. There's some peace, real sense of peace. The ultimate peace card is like the Ten of Cups in tarot. It's like when you feel really good and happy and stable. There's a stability. Three of Wands is like it says, you have left your castle and you are now on your journey on a vast open sea, a place of doubt and insecurity, but progress is being made. The Suit of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, manifestation of an abundant harvest. The Four of Pentacles, the Collector. Eight of Swords, featuring isolation, abandonment, and restriction. Yeah, you're also facing this month themes around abandonment, heartache, but it's coming into the sense of like peace. So you're letting go of the mind trap that you've been in. You're going to feel released and you're going to have some time for yourself to really feel good. I see bowling. I don't know why, just bowling came into my mind. And I sense a like eating, you're taking care of yourself. I see you eating really well. I see you eating fruits and vegetables are really important for you this month. Eat your fruits and vegetables, however you enjoy eating them. I see them here and that's a definite, this is where you're going to feel really good. Okay. This is about your blessings. And part of the way to get these blessings is to really take care of and nourish your body. Okay. That's what the collector here. This is about you letting go of anything that you feel has been holding you back. But also what I really sense here with the Four of Pentacles here, it's the opposite of group one, where group one has been holding themselves back. I think with group two, you need to hold yourself back a little here. I think you need to be patient. I think you need to reserve. This is about reserving the resources too. Not spending too much, really taking care of yourself. And not letting other people take from you they don't have, but they don't have for themselves and they want from you. But no, I feel very much that this is you. You're going to have time for yourself. You're going to have time to really come back into yourself. You're going to be freed from the worry and the feeling trapped. You're going to start feeling trapped in some kind of a situation. You're going to start feeling really good. 10 of Cups, an expansion. There's travel here overseas. So you're going to be traveling overseas. You're going to be eating really well. You're going to be feeling really good. You're going to be reserving their energy. You're going to be taking breaks. You're going to be spending time with family and friends that make you happy. There's going to be a real sense of peace and loving energy. And I also sense here there's abundance. Like you're getting a opportunity of something that's manifesting here for you, something that you've been waiting for. And it comes through, through the challenges we talked about before. So, getting through those challenges so that you can be at peace with 10 of Cups. That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy to have here in your blessings. It's one of the best. Same with 3 of Wands. That's a success. Okay, let's take a look at some oracle cards to go with your blessings. Group 2. Rest, renew, recharge. What does your body crave and need right now? That's what I was saying about this. I really sense that you are going to be feeling so much better. You're going to you're going to be working on your body, and working on your health is going to have a really great impact over your mental health, especially. And it's going to help bring in your abundance, because you're going to attract what you need. You're going to feel really, really good and at peace and love. Like, this is a wonderful time for you, actually. Really wonderful time of things coming into balance, finally, right? After being struggling for so long and feeling like you're in survival mode, you can finally just rest. You're going to get some time off to recharge. Okay. We have honesty. Did that come up before? Imagination and blame. I think really, I get the sense for some of you, especially, there's going to be an apology, or there's going to be some kind of a clarity coming that is going to release you from blame and feeling the grief. Maybe you blame yourself for something that happened in the past with somebody. That's going to be gone, because you're going to finally release that trap from your mind, because you're going to finally feel good. When you feel good, and you're going to feel good enough to be honest about things, and you're going to have honest conversations with people, which is going to really balance out the relationship. There's reconciliation with relationships in your life as well. So anybody you've been arguing with is going to feel good now, because you're going to have honest, real conversations about things. And your imagination, because once you finally get some rest, you're going to finally get your creative spark back, and ideas are going to be flowing to you about how to get going, and how to make it work. Like, for those of you that have been struggling with trying to get something off the ground, or just wanting to do something new, like, you're finally going to have that idea. Your creative juices are flowing. So if you've had any creative blocks, that's getting cleared for you big time. You're going to feel happy. It's a real sense of peace and happiness. You're really going to feel so good. And all of the anguish is going to be just dissipating with the renewal and recharge you're going to feel. And a lot of that's going to come because you're taking care of yourself. Okay? Be bold and make the first move. So you're going to be courageous Something good's coming in because you have courage, and you and your loved ones are safe. That means that you don't have to worry. You're protected. Nothing bad's going to happen, okay? And even if something bad does happen, you're safe now. There's a sense of safe now, like you don't have to worry anymore. Like the tough times are over. The good times are here. Okay, last one over here. Boundaries, same as group 1. And celebration. Oh, beautiful. So setting up boundaries. Again, this is the same with I had with group 1 around those of you that might be working with psychic powers. If you are mediums, if you are witchy, make sure that you have your wards up. Remember that words are magic. Okay. So, but your blessings are going to be that you are finally giving those boundaries. You're putting them in place and they're working and you're safe and you're being protected. I really sense a sense of protection and celebration. How beautiful is that? Some of you are reconciling. I feel a reconciliation of the people around you and within yourself. And just, there's going to be good news. There's all good news. It's celebration. It's happy time. Okay, so let's now look at something hidden. So we're just going to use the tarot for this. Ooh, the Chariot energy is coming back. Drive. Empress. Ooh, I sense somebody's coming to you. Death. 3 of Pentacles. You're healing. Okay, so there's some healing coming in from an old wound, someone who's left. There's something coming to you. I do sense a hidden surprise here is going to be that the amount of energy you're going to feel, like nothing can stop you kind of a thing. Like vroom, vroom. And now you're just feeling like sexy and good about yourself. And that's coming because you've had to go through a lot of loss. And now you're going through a stage of renewal, and you're going to get a lot of help from the people around you, and doctors and things. Are like, you're going to see how she's being like in here. There's like you, and they're all working together. Like, how can we make her good? Like everyone's coming together for your benefit is what I feel. And that you're really going to be working with others who are really working with your best interest at heart. So you could find the right medical team. You could find the right personal trainer. You could find the right nutritionist. You could find the right coach or friends or anything. Like, there's the right people are coming in. This is a surprise is coming in because you have the energy and the drive and you're feeling good. And it's coming from this big transformation. Okay. So finally, let's get the outcome. And then we're going to look at some symbols that you need to look out for. That will guide you. Okay, this is the outcome. What is the outcome? Potential outcome here for group 2 for this eclipse season. I also ask you to please subscribe to this channel because it helps me to grow, but it also helps me to tap into your energy. Those of you who are subscribed, you're all a part of the energy that I tap into, so that readings will end up being a little bit more partly about you. So, okay, let's take a look here at the outcome. Hierophant. Okay, Ten of Wands. Who will carry the burden? The Knight of Pentacles. He's coming back out. King of Cups is here. Four of Swords. Seven of Wands. Coming back to boundaries. Coming back to... Queen of Pentacles came back on the back. This is you feeling really grounded in yourself. This is you feeling finally emotionally calm. Peace. You're above it all. You've risen above it all. And, you know, it comes, you have here meditation, relaxation from exhaustion. What's coming out of this is renewal and recharging. And you know what's interesting is, oh, there's peacocks on her wall. They're sconces. I thought they were trees. They're peacocks. The abundance. So this is your key to your abundance, is really taking time to rest. Okay. And Ten of Wands. Who will carry the burden? Remember when I said that you were like a flair for drama? Sometimes we can take on a lot of other people's crap when we have a tendency to be kind of a dramatic person. And this is you letting go of all that and taking your sweet time here. The Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race, knowing things will come to you. It's okay. You can take a break. Nothing's going to fall apart. You will carry the burdens. You will take care of things. It'll be okay. And you can take a break. You can feel better. Trust that things will be taken care of. Going back to those Three of Pentacles, now I'm starting to see some of you are just holding a lot of, you're having to do a lot. You've been in survival mode. You've been having to do a lot. And you know, you feel like you're this person who has to do it all or it'll all fall apart. But this is saying you don't. Okay, you can take time to rest. If you don't, it will fall apart. So take time to rest and feel really good about yourself, because then once you do that, that's when the abundance is coming in. That's when everything's coming in. That's when, you know, once you release that need to take care of things, when you release that need to constantly carry all of the burdens of others and your heartache and all of it, you let it go. You let go of the past, you release it all, and you find a place of peace. So I did the same thing again, where I ended the reading after the outcome and forgot to do these the signs and symbols. I did the same thing in group one. So my apologies. So we're going to do that now. We're going to look at the different signs. So these are going to be like animal kind of guides or other guides that will pop up to let you know that how the universe is talking to you and what, you know, knowing if you are in alignment. It's just communication. This is the communication and how it's going to come to you through the eclipse season and a little after it as well. Okay. We have frog, sloth. What is sloth? Sloths take it easy, right? Oh, this whole reading is about you taking it easy. Horse, knowing when to charge forward like a horse. And flamingo. Okay. So I'm going to look quickly at the book so we know what these specific animals will represent when you see them. Frog is leap, detox, vitality. You're being asked to detox, cleanse, and purify in all the emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual level. Is this a chance? When frog comes up, it means you need to do that. Okay, so especially food, when we're talking about eating well, that's a reminder. Frog's a reminder to you. Eat well. Take care of the vessel that you're in. Detox. Don't eat crap food just because it's easy. Like, eat something good. You know, I had to give you a little bit of a lecture there. Look back to your childhood, to any wounds you still carry. Why are you doing certain things that are a bit of a sabotaging period? You want to clear the toxic energy. So it's about cleansing and detoxifying any old wounds, old patterns and energies so that you can free yourself from those. Sloth. I don't even have to look at sloth. I know what this means. It means to slow down. When you see sloth, you need to take a break. Ease, diplomacy, leisure. Take it easy. The sloth is a classic daydreamer, thinking up new ideas, but rarely taking action. So take time to ponder, take time to think. And so then you know the horse is going to take action. Let's see. Passion, drive, wildness, wild and free, represents our willpower and drive to go all the way. Going back to that chariot that we saw, right? So this is your will, your drive. This is horse when it's like, this is the time to really like remember that you have what it takes, you can do it, that you're passionate and an energy within you that can only be tamed for so long. So you have to let out that passion side yourself. You're not always needing to be doing stuff for other people, like, and keeping things all going and spinning all the plates. You can put them down and concentrate on yourself sometimes. What do you want? What do you enjoy? Where are you going? What are you manifesting? The horse works tirelessly and is able to make massive progress, but only when it is also connected to its heart. Don't forget your heart's mission as you gallop towards your victory, and share your desires and wills in your mind, body, and soul, okay? So that's horse. Let's look at flamingo. Balanced, centered, socialized, able to stand perfectly on one leg. It can remain balanced amid chaos. The whole reading is about staying balanced. It also is signed to let loose and have some fun, right? So just enjoy yourself. Like, this is time for you to like get out there and be social and mingle and talk to other people and try to stay balanced. You know, even when things are not going well, because you have what it takes. Okay, this is a month of peace. So, flamingo, horse, sloth, or frog. Anytime these come up in any kind of a video you're watching or a dream, especially a dream. Okay, a dream is really significant. Anytime these animals come up, they're important. All right, thank you so much for group 2. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you subscribe to my channel. Do leave a comment if any of this resonated with you. I'd love to hear from you. Yeah, I hope to see you back again. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye now. Hello, group 3. Okay, so we are going to be looking at the eclipse season. Now, this is the eclipse season of September 2025, but I've made it so that this can come up at any eclipse season. It's not attached to any astrology of the time or anything. It's just an energy reading, okay? So we're going to look at the theme, the overall theme of what's going to happen for you in this eclipse season. We're also going to look at the challenges that could come up, then the blessings, because first we have to go through the challenges so we can clear the blocks that open the way for the blessings, so that there's room for the blessings, right? Then I'm going to look at some hidden surprises, the overall outcome, and finally we're going to look at some signs and synchronicities at the end of the video. So I'm going to pull out some animal cards, things to look out for that will show up for you as guides, and hopefully I remember to do that for the first 2 readings. I stopped the reading and then I had to go back and refilm. So let's see. First, let's look at your overall theme for this eclipse season, group 3. What do we got going on here? I'm going to say this now before I forget, but please do subscribe to my channel. This helps me tap into all of the energies that are people that are tuned into my energy, so it helps the readings to be more accurate for you. And I just want to have you back, you know. It's fun. I love doing these and I like helping people, so do subscribe. Okay, so let's take a look at the themes for you for eclipse season. All right, so we got 2. I've been taking like 3 or 4 for the first reading. This one, maybe 3 actually, because this one came out. Earth Angel came up in every single one, I think. No, it didn't come up in group 2, did it? I can't remember. Anyway, this has come out again. 19 and 18. So this 19 card looks like DNA a little bit, or almost like when you're looking at a microscope at a hair follicle or something. But this one's kind of an extra one. I'm actually going to put this one back because look at the colors on this. These 2 are very similar colors: blue, yellow, brown, and orange. But this one is Earth Angel. So this is when you have a purpose on Earth. And, you know, it can mean that you go through difficulties, purpose. But I'm going to put that one back because it looked like it wanted to come out, but I'm just going to leave it. Okay, we're going to go with the original 2. I'm not going to question things. Oh, look, 18, 19. So it's a succession too. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. 9 plus 1 is 10, which is 1. So a new beginning here. Wisdom guide and deeper look. Okay, so the wisdom guide is here to help you with taking in new informations and teaching. So courses, going back to school, learning new things, new insights, understandings through intuitive channels, turning your knowledge into wisdom, deeper look. You're opening a new perspective. You are now able to see below the surface, gain a much deeper understanding. You'll see the consequences, both negative and positive, of your decisions and where they lead you. Okay, this is about seeking the ability to offer sound counsel to others and to lead your own life in the right direction. I think I really got a lot of you are going into some kind of Reiki practitioner thing, nutritionist, something along those lines. Some of you are taking courses in that, or you're going back to school, or you're learning it, or now you're teaching it, or you're tapping into the energy somehow. Maybe you're teaching yourself to do these things. I got psychic abilities. I got a lot of things that have to do with esoterics, around learning things that are like even witchcraft, anything, tarot even, or anything to do with this kind of spiritual things. It could be the Tao Te Ching, Buddhism, any kind of like, there's something around that you wanting to really learn more about the world around you. All right, so let's take a look at this. I think you're seeing the deeper meaning of things as well. When you're studying something, and you're to look at the deeper meaning of things. So some of you just could be going back to university to learn something new. It doesn't have to be spiritual, but everything's tied back to it, right? With Earth Angel, everything is tied back to that with you. It's a spiritual in nature, no matter what it is. Even if you want to be a doctor, or even if you want to be a scientist, you're a very analytical person. You like to deep dive into stuff. Maybe you're not analytical, but you like to take a deep dive. You don't like to just learn the surface of things. You want to really learn it. Okay? You need to know. When you learn a subject, you need to know it. Okay. And that helps you also teach others too. Some of you could be starting up some kind of a channel, like a YouTube channel or something, to teach others what you know, or to investigate. I get investigation here too. And so, like, this person's with a telescope. I really get somebody this group is very intellectually, like to be intellectually stimulated. You like to really investigate things and look into stuff. You need to understand. You're definitely seekers, and you have a need to really, truly understand. Okay. Cunning stealth. Turtle. You know, this, it's always like I was saying in the other two groups, because they seem to be connected. The third one group is always the outlier. You're very much an outlier. The first two groups were about something specific and more personal. This group is different. Very esoteric feeling here. Very different vibe in this group. You're not looking at some day-to-day stuff here. We're looking at some deep things. Stuff that's, but cunning and stealth. Some of you are investigating something dark. You're getting into the dark stuff. Also figuring out who, you're maybe investigating certain people in your life because you don't trust them. And you're taking things slow. Let's see. You're a mystery that needs to be solved here. Judgment. Okay, and honesty. Yeah, you're seeking the truth because you want to know, like, there's like a sense of needing to know how things are going to go here. Okay, so let's put these cards up here. lot of blue in here too. Blue is a stable color. Let's take a look at your tarot. I need a little more information here. I get the sense of a mystery that needs to be solved here about something. Wolf. I know what the wolf card is in the deck or in the description. It's one you kind of have to, it's a warning card, right? But I think it is because you know something around you isn't right. But I don't think it's the traditional sense of the card. So let's take a look at this. I think it's more to do with you investigating things to get to the truth of something. There's a real investigator vibe here. Okay. I keep coming back to trust. It's like you want to know if you can trust somebody or something. Or path. And so you're taking it slow. All right, let's see. What's the theme here? Nine of Cups. Page of Cups. Page of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Ten of Swords and Four of Pentacles. Well, I'll take them out, but they're kind of extra. I'll leave these ones down here. Ace of Wands. Okay. The wolf is really getting to me. There's something about the wolf. Okay, I'm going to read the book definition of it. This can be a warning that someone may be trying to take something from you. It can be material, energetic, or this time when you may feel threatened or feel a lack of trust in someone or in yourself. It emphasizes to use your sharp intelligence, deep connection with instincts, and connection to your clan. Stick to who you know at this time. I think it's different than the book in that it's you're trying to investigate to see who you can trust and if you can trust a certain path. Because there's something you really want. There's a desire. Nine of Cups, Page of Cups. There's a really deep energy in this group. It's so profound, and I'm trying to tap in, and it's very hard. Because I think it's because you have the Ten of Swords and Four of Pentacles. I think you've been through some stuff. And you've had to work pretty hard for a long time. And I think some of you have had to deal with a lot of really intense things. And you're lacking a little bit of faith and trust in yourself and what you're doing. And so it's like you're really taking your time to study it and to learn it and to understand it. But this is kind of like just go for it. Like Nine of Cups energy and Page of Cups energy and Page of Wands energy, Wheel of Fortune energy even. It's kind of like it's turning in your favor. It's like it's time to kind of just go for it and go after your dreams and go after what you want. You don't need to like investigate things so deeply. It is important to know the truth of things, and you want to be honest with yourself about stuff and be a good judge of character, but not to the detriment of yourself. And I sense here it comes from the Ten of Swords and this Four of Pentacles vibes of being really reserved now. You're careful because something bad happened. You were burned, and you're just coming out of a really like fallout time. There was a fallout time. I'm gonna put these back because I think they're good information, but I feel like there's like a revitalization happening here. You're starting to feel good. You're starting to feel happy. Witchy vibes coming in. This is about you learning a new craft, learning something new that is really going to help you turn things around. And the turtle, I feel like it's a long time coming. That you have been doing this for quite some time, and it's a long time coming. Like something's turning around in your favor. Page of Wands, Page of Cups, the Nine of Cups. Something you want and desire is coming towards you. An opportunity of some kind here. And you're like really looking into it, like under a microscope. Like, is this, I'm going to take my time. I want to see if this is really right for me. You're having a hard time trusting it, I think. All right, so let's look at the challenges, because this will kind of help see a little bit more about where we're going. Blessings definitely will, but we want to see the challenges that will open up the blessings, okay? Group 3. What will the challenges be? What blocks are going to be released? Blocks, we release blocks through challenges. And how will that come up for group 3 in this eclipse season? Three of Wands. I feel you're under a lot of pressure. And you're hesitant. Okay. I think I'm starting to understand this. Four of Wands. Page of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. I think you have a tendency to want to take things slow a lot and take your time to make sure everything is right. And the challenge here is for you to just kind of just be like, let it go, like be happy, celebrate it. I think you're not ready to celebrate because you feel this pressure. You see how the wind is coming at her back here? Like, it's like pushing her forward, and she's kind of like, no, I'm going to take my time. I can't, I need to take my time. But there's news coming in about an opportunity, and you're just not sure if you can do it. It's like you're balancing things here. And so the challenge for you is like, can you balance these two worlds here? Or can you trust it? You're worried about it. You're hesitant. There's a hesitancy, but the challenge here is for you to feel safe and grounded and enjoy yourself and celebrate it. It's time to celebrate it and let go of the grip a little, because there's something that wants to come in, but the only way for it to come in is for you to move forward. You need to move forward. That's the sense I'm getting here. Like, you don't need to overanalyze things so much. Trust the information you have so that you move forward. And I think I think you're just worried about how it'll fit in your life. So the challenge is going to be fitting this new thing in your life. And trusting the information that's coming in. And trusting you're capable. Like, you're more than capable. And so I think a new opportunity coming in, and you're going to be challenged to see if you can actually hold it. It's like you want two things, but the challenge is that you need to just go with one thing almost. And you're trying to weigh your options here. You're trying to figure out which one is the right one to go to. And it's like you're being pushed in a new direction. But you're hesitant. You're holding it back. There's a lack of trust. You needing to really like investigate things first. Okay, let's see more about the challenges. The collective field is impacting you. Unseen forces in action. How can you relinquish control in a situation that feels blocked? That's what I say. Like, you feel pressured to move forward. Your purpose is personal expansion. How can you be more intentional with your choices and live with more purpose? Yeah, you're being challenged to just go ahead and move forward, despite your feeling of hesitancy. Like, certain things, that's when the Wheel of Fortune came up before. You just have to kind of accept that there's just certain things that are out of your control. You know, you can't really do anything about it. It's like, yeah, sometimes things happen that we didn't expect. And sometimes we're being forced to make decisions that we don't really want to make. Or we're being forced to go in a direction that we didn't think we were supposed to go in. It's like your wheels being turned. And there's certain things, like, it could be anything. A world event could force you to have to look at things. But I really feel like you're kind of feeling pressure to move ahead. And the pressure here is actually good. Like, you're meant to expand yourself. There's an opportunity that wants to come your way, but you have to kind of learn to balance it out with something else for it to come in. So you're going to, and rather than things being taken from you in this challenge era, which can be, you're going to be given things, and you're going to be like, well, how do I choose? What do I do? But I think that's the point. Is you're meant to expand. You're meant to take on more. You don't have to narrow yourself so small. I think you're looking at them too microscopic, and it's time to spread out, right? The challenge is to see the big picture here. Worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome, and balance. So that's the Two of Pentacles. You're learning to balance things and let go of the concern that it just won't work out, because you have no control over that. It's like you have to relinquish control here, and just, it's time to like move ahead. It's like you don't have to worry about it. You've done it before. It's like I get the sense you've done it before and you know what to do. You've investigated enough. You've seen enough. Now it's time to move ahead and expand outward, and not be afraid to try something you've never tried before just because you don't know what it is. Like if it's all new to you, like you feel like this need to kind of to pick it apart, the pieces, to see if it's right for you, but you just kind of have to go for it. Meditate and contemplate. Look at the bigger picture. What were we talking about? And this one I'm going to take. Luck is on your side. Okay. I think that your challenge is just trusting that this is, that it's safe for you to try something a little different, to take deep breaths, try not to worry about it so much, and step into the unknown here. Look at the bigger picture. Zoom out. It'll work out for you, okay? It's like a trust. Trust it'll work out, even though you don't really know how to do it or how it'll work. Trust that it will. It's a balance. You're trying, yin yang, you're trying to balance things very much. But the thing here is that you need to kind of sit, instead of like in a book or trying to investigate things so much, just sit with your eyes closed in nature or even on your bed or anywhere, and just go inside yourself. What does your intuition tell you? Try to zoom out. So there's a meditation I'm going to tell you, okay, that I learned from a master of this. And she, basically what she taught me in one of her meditation sessions was, first of all, you sit. You always sit in a meditation because it keeps you active in the meditation, whereas lying down, you can go to sleep. So sit in a meditation with a back support if you need it. And with your hands down, not up, because with your hands down, it's grounding, okay? And then visualize you in your little house doing your thing, something in the day. Maybe you're sitting at your computer, you know, looking at stuff, your work, you're doing your work on your computer. Now go outside your body and look at yourself at the computer. So you're your bigger you looking at your little you. Now zoom out of your house, right? So you see your big house and you see your little you sitting at the computer. And zoom out until you see the bigger picture, and you see how insignificant some of the things that you're worried about are. You know, it's like you need to kind of zoom out and see that you're worrying about things you don't need to be worrying about. You're focusing on the minutia, and you need to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. That's the message here, okay? And that's where you're going to be challenged. All right, so let's take a look. Go for it. See? Go for it. You're going to be challenged to just go for it. And let go of your hesitancy. Accept responsibility. Whatever comes. Like, it's just, you know, take a chance. It's like, sometimes things are in your favor, sometimes they're not. You can't always know if things are going to work out, no matter how much you investigate it. Release the blocks. Let it go. Like, again, you can't control the outcome. And you're going to be, things are going to be falling, feel like they're falling. Like, I get the sense of you feeling like things are going too fast, or you being pressured too much, and things are falling away, forcing you to make a decision, but it's for the best. The law of attraction, you have to trust that what you want is coming, but you have to go for it too. And we have to let go of things. So with this moon falling, I get the sense that you're going to feel really out of control. That's how I sense. So I'm just going to put these cards away, and then we're going to look at your blessings. All What are the blessings coming for group 3? This is the one we want to know, right? Let's see, what are your blessings, group 3? Two of Pentacles. Look at that. It's a challenge and a blessing. Like I said, the challenges are what open up our blessings. Okay. Oh my God. The moon came back out. I'm not taking it though. I'm gonna draw. Four of Cups, Five of Pentacles. I think you're going to finally take that offer. Okay. Let's see the blessings. Ten of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Three of Swords. Hanged Man. I'm going to take this one too. And the Tower. Nine of Pentacles in the back. And the Fool came out under it. So when we had the challenge of the Two of Pentacles, which was talking about the offer, that something that you're trying to find a fit in your life. So the blessing is you will find a way. You're going to find that balance. You're going to be able to find a way to make these two things occur simultaneously. I think you've been trying to figure out is something you can trust, something that'll work, but it will work. It has longevity here, and it's going to take care of your family. It's going to take care of you. It's like there's this offer. This is going to heal your heart. I think you've had a broken heart before. Maybe somebody broke your heart. Maybe you don't trust people anymore. And so you've been kind of like this hanged one where you're trying to like feeling like you can't move forward because you're not sure. It's like that investigator thing. You're trying to figure it out. Is this right for me? Can I do this? I've been hurt before. And all of that is falling away. Anything that doesn't work is falling away. I just noticed in this, like there's all this fire in this building. I didn't even notice that before. Some old structure is falling away. And I get the sense here, because it's in the blessings, okay? That whatever happens is for your good. Like it's going to bring your blessings, okay? So anything that might fall away this month is a good thing. It's going to get you out of your stuck energies and your hesitancy, and you're focusing in on the things that don't matter. You're really going to be focused on the things that really do matter. I do sense the Tower. I got the sense that there's some kind of event that's going to happen outside of your control. So it could be something that happens in your city or your country, big, right? Somehow it's going to bless you. I don't know how yet. I don't know, it depends. Everyone's different. But it also could have been something that happened before. So, you know, maybe that's why you're so careful. But you're going to see that it was all for the best, and that is leading to this legacy. Some of you are going to be meeting somebody who is going to rock your world. Like a new offer of love after a heartbreak. So there's that there too. Yeah, because I think the Hangman here is like you feel like you've been stuck and no one sees you. Now they're not doing anything, but that's changing. The right people are coming in the right situations in the right time, and things are going to turn around. And whatever happens that might seem that it's not good is actually really good. All right, let's take a look at Man, I love this energy. This is beautiful energy. Peace. Peace after the destruction. Chaos. And there's an offer of peace too. I think some of you are going to be given an offer of a new something that you've wanted to do, but you're not sure about if you can trust it. But it's something that leads to either a new relationship, a new friendship of some kind, like a relationship, friendship, lover, or it could be an offer of an opportunity of something that you've always wanted. Someone's coming in with peace. Someone's coming in with like, something's coming in with a thing that will make you feel so good. At peace, at ease. There's a peace offering coming after all the chaos. Okay. Take responsibility for your life as a creative adventure. How can you live with more meaning, integrity, and truth? Turn your worry into wonder. Surrender to the experience. What possibilities can you dream into reality? To receive, you must release. What can you let go of that you don't want to receive? It's got the Tower. And what is has no bearing on what will be. What does your ideal life look like? Okay, so the Tower is something that was from before. Because look, she's kind of falling. And because I wasn't sure if the Tower was something that's going to happen during eclipse season. It's like, and that's actually a blessing. But no, it looks like it already did happen. And now that's why you're so like weary and you have this heartache, but there's something good coming. But it comes when you surrender. You have to let go and trust. And just because things didn't work out before doesn't mean they won't work out now. Like, you don't have to overanalyze things so much is what it's kind of saying. Like, know that you can trust certain things. Go with your intuition. Meditate on things. Really look into your, let go of your worry around things, because like turn it into a sense of wonder. Instead of like, oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if it doesn't happen? What if something better happens? Right? Wonder about the good stuff too, not just the bad stuff. Take responsibility for your life. Like, just, know that your blessings come to you because you're the one that is doing the work. You're the one that is bringing it into your life, right? Only you can do that. And so these blessings are coming from your own work, from trusting and being creative and open and willing to try new things. So you have to be willing to try new things here. And I think you're hesitant to try new things. You're wary of it. You're wondering if it's the right path for you. You had maybe a bad experience with it before. And it's like, well, this thing happened before. Maybe it just wasn't meant for me. It's kind of like, no. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing good in all things. Exactly. You love it. Why can't you do it? Just because it didn't work out before doesn't mean it's not meant for you. Well, sometimes it didn't work out because at that time it wasn't right for you, but doesn't mean that it won't ever work out for you, right? So, life is strange that way. Sometimes things you thought were dead and buried and gone suddenly make their way back. And it's like, wow, I had given up on this thing. And now all of a sudden I'm getting this? What? It can happen. Okay, it happened to me recently too. So, trust. And we were talking about this. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Okay, you know what to do. Self-esteem. Okay, you possess the gifts. You know what to do. The soul that benefit me and others. Okay, you know what to do. You don't need to investigate anymore. Just make a choice. Find a way. Like, trust. You need to kind of have faith now. So this is the blessings, all right? You're going to discover that. You're going to discover that things that you didn't think were for you because they didn't work out before, they're actually coming back and much better than before. In a completely different way. Because you got to take that chance. Be bold and make the first move. Yeah. Your blessings are going to come when you take that bold first step. Balance spirituality and practicality. Didn't we have this with you? It was meditate, actually. That was the meditate one we had with you. Okay, so that's the thing. Like, I got the sense too that you're going into some spiritual practices here. A lot of you, you're not sure if it's going to work out. Maybe you tried before and it didn't, or you had bad experiences. Some of you might have had a spiritual psychosis, and now you're not too trusting. It's like you need to balance the practical side, the rational side, with the knowing side, your spiritual side, and that will come with meditation and really tapping into your inner knowledge and bigger self, bigger awareness, rather than looking so at the details of things. Like zoom out, okay? Sometimes we need to zoom in, and that's important, but we also need to zoom out, okay? Let's see. Knowledge. You know what to do. Support. And you have support. And these are blessings, right? Self-regulation. You're getting the knowledge you need here, okay? It's coming to you. You're letting go of something big, and something big is coming to you because of it. And it's going to come in the form of knowledge. You're being the foundations of your world are being shaken by something like big that you didn't expect to come, and that comes from being big and big bold moves. Okay, and you're gonna be big brave. You're gonna put on your big brave, and you're gonna do it. Okay, so let's look at a hidden surprise, shall we? Okay, now let's see. Eclipse season. What hidden surprises are coming for group 3 with this eclipse season? Okay. Something just came into my mind, but I'm going to see if the cards reveal that. Okay, let's see. Okay, hidden surprises for group 3. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, so a 3 of Swords coming back out, and Death. So there's big transformation, Justice. You're finally, okay, Page of Pentacles. So there's, I got the sense when I was shuffling the cards of something that you used to think that you couldn't trust is coming back, because it's actually not as bad as you thought it was. You didn't think you could trust it, or someone actually, and you were kind of weary of them. You thought that they weren't right, and they're kind of coming back. There's something about it. It's like there's definitely an opportunity here for you to really look at about trust and the trappings of the mind, and moving away from the sense of like a feeling you're not supposed to do something. There's a sense of like not supposed to doing something because it's wrong. And that's what I got from the very beginning. I thought a lot of you going into witchcraft and things like that. I think some of you feel it's wrong to do that. Maybe it's the teaching, and this is you shaking that off and realizing that it's not, and following your goal. I think also some of you, again, is somebody coming back who maybe you felt wasn't good for you before, and maybe they still aren't, but something about that gives you the pep to get up and go. You're being driven in a direction, and it's like you're leaving behind this kind of the devil energy. Devil is about our egos. It's about the trappings of the mind. It's about addictions, and especially when we become obsessions, become obsessed with somebody. You're letting it go and you're moving on. That's what I feel like. You're moving on from someone or something that was either bad for you, or you thought was bad for you, or it's something that you're obsessed with and you're ruminating. It's like you're letting go of the ruminating and you're moving on. That's what I get a sense here. Quickly too. You're moving on with gusto. You're leaving behind some kind of idea or thought or pattern of something that is not working for you, and realizing that you have everything you need. Maybe you felt like you were sneaky around. I get the sense of sneaky energy. You're sneaking around, stealing something, sneaking off into the night. The devil energy is here, like I'm caught you kind of thing. You're moving on from that. Sneaky energy. I get the sense of you finding trust and being able to trust something again. Is the hidden surprise. Trusting someone or something, or realizing that that you have actually moved on. Okay, there's a moving on. You're moving on from something or someone. All right, let's look at the outcome here. And then we're going to do your signs and symbols. Let's do the outcome first. We have Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Chariot. Look, they came back out. Okay, so Eight of Cups. See, you're leaving behind something. You're leaving something behind that you used to be obsessed over. And you're taking a new opportunity and you're turning that opportunity, realizing like you deserve it. This Queen of Wands is a witchy vibe. And she's always got her black hat, her wand, right? So you're taking some kind of opportunity and you're running with it. And you're letting go of this old, obsessive, feeling like you're doing something wrong. I get the sense that you feel like you're doing something wrong and you're not. And now you're ready to go. You're driven towards your goals. Like you're manifesting something pretty big for yourself, and you're taking it. So you're taking the opportunity and you're working with it now, and you're getting past this idea that you have that it's bad. So you see that she's a pentacle there. She's offering the pentacle. Now she's looking at the pentacle like, and the pentacle is here on the devil's head, and you're moving. You're like, you're ready to go. You're focused on your goals to let the devil energy make you think that this thing is a bad thing, because it's actually good, because you're the Queen of Wands energy, where you're ready to just allow yourself to be who you want to be without apology. So there's some kind of opportunity coming that you're going to take, and you're going to get out of your head about it. Okay. Let's look at the animals, signs and symbols that will be coming to you either in dreams or randomly, pictures online, anything, where it feels like this is odd. Why am I seeing that? Like, you might see crows all the time, but this one particular crow is acting weird. So, okay, that's a sign that it's for you, that animal has a message for you. Okay. So let's take a look at what animal messengers will be working with you during this season. Pig. Dragon. Unicorn. Scorpion. Okay. I'm going to look at the guidebook to see. So pig is about abundance. There was another pile that had it too. So generosity, abundance, indulgence. Abundance is available to you. Pig can sniff out opportunities in the dirt, draw bits of luck from nowhere. If you've been procrastinating, the pig is telling you there's an opportunity right under your nose. The pig moves on its own timetable and its own pace to measure success on its own terms. If you've been comparing your path to others, the pig is showing you that is futile. The only way forward is to focus on your own way. Make your plans solid by creating your own footsteps in the mud and moving past any ruts. Pig is heavily associated with earth, and so it's only natural the pig would love to enjoy earthly pleasures. Be careful of overindulgence and keep a healthy balance between needs and wants. A generous animal, the pig shares his wealth with others, amplifying abundance and reciprocity. A word I can never pronounce. So anytime you see pig is letting you know that abundance is yours. Don't be afraid to take that opportunity. You don't need to overthink it, okay? Let's go to dragon. And elemental magic, fortune, and longevity. So I really sense that this group is coming into your psychic gifts. And some of you might be freaked out by that, okay? And this reading is telling you to be trusting. You don't need to be so worried about it. It doesn't mean you shouldn't put up protections around yourself, mind you, and boundaries, but it does say that you can let your walls down a little bit here. Dripping with ancient magic and wisdom, the mythical creature transcends challenges and offers you valor, bravery, and courage to face the unknown. See, you gotta go off into the unknown. The dragon is guardian of your hidden treasures, invites you to dive deeper into the secret map of who you are on a soul level. So we went back up here to diving deep. And so I felt like it also has to do with you not getting too caught up in the minutia of things, but also to also look deep into a situation internally, like meditating, right? And really looking at it from a spiritual sense. What hidden desires are you keeping locked up? Although doing so keeps them safe and harm, it can also be a disservice to hidden passions and gifts from others. Let them roar. Ignite the way to your personal truth, no matter who or what stands in your way. The alchemist element of air, fire, water, and earth to aid you. Dragon medicine is dynamic. It can provide metaphysical knowledge to move through space. Protection from evil forces in the wind expand to fly. Keep you out of the stratosphere. Let yourself be known as the dragon guides to a limitless potential. So that's what you're going to find when you come up with a dragon. Let's look at unicorn. So dragon is all about going into that hidden potential, the mysterious stuff, trusting it. Unique purity, magic. Another one about magic. So yeah, like I thought, you're a very psychic group. You're going into your magic powers. You need to trust it. A creature of pure magic, the unicorn appears in your life when you are being guided towards the most authentic parts of yourself. A journey not for the faint of heart. This discovery of what makes you truly unique can be met with a lot of naysaying and doubt, but the unicorn keeps you on track by reminding you that it is pure. What is pure in your soul is truth of who you are. Unicorn gives you courage to follow your dreams and to let you know it's safe to pursue your calling. Providing protection to the pure of heart, the unicorn is powered by possibility, showing you your unlimited potential when you believe in your own special power. Follow your magic and trust your unique gifts. Let's go to Scorpion. Sting, potency, intensity. Potent and powerful. Scorpions carry their tails curved over their backs, ready to strike on its prey and poisonous venom. Call upon the scorpion when you are looking for extra protection. Don't be afraid to spout that venom when you need to guard or attack to make a point. An ancient, adaptable cosmic creature, the scorpion, has been crawling the earth for over 400 million years. It knows what it's doing. Naturally, they carry the secrets of the Earth Mother and are a living testament of the tenacity to survive. When a scorpion crawls along your path, you will be challenged to transform, to grow out of your exoskeleton into a shinier, stronger, and brighter version of yourself. This is a sacred dance. Don't let anyone or anything hold you back. Cut the toxicity out of your life. All right. So anytime you're coming across Scorpion, know that Scorpion is telling you that you are protected, to call upon that protection with your magic dragon and unicorn. It also could be a sign to create the wards, to create the, if you're doing magic, to do spells to protect yourself. It also could be about protecting your resources, your abundance. Don't let anyone else knock you off your path, okay? So I just saw two little white butterflies flying. Really took my attention there. I do sense that someone is coming into your world here who's going to be offering you some peace and serenity, and you're worried if you can't trust it. And I do sense that, use your own discernment, of course, but you can if they feel pure of heart to you, if you know it, and you'll know it. You trust your knowing because you are gaining psychic powers, okay? So dragon and unicorn is all about your magic, and you trust your magic and trust your intuitive knowing. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, group 3. Do subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you back. Leave a comment. I'd love to know what you thought of this video. And I hope to see you again. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye now.